This dude, he decide he wants to do some little donuts and stuff in the water with me. Now, first of all, I can't swim. Yes, I had on a life jacket, and I knew I had on a wig. So therefore, why are we doing all of this? Hi guys, I am back with another video. So why don't you just take this time right now, this moment, to like, share, and subscribe, and make sure you hit that notification bell so that you can be notified when a new video has been posted. Well, today, guys, I am coming to you with a story time. I've never done a story time before, and I have been through quite a few things in my life, and I figured I would give you one of the most memorable, one of the most funniest first. You guys can let me know if you want me to continue on with this whole story time routine. Okay, so anyway, so let's get right back into it, okay? Well, right into it, I should say. Okay. So this story time is about the time that my wig came off during a date. Yeah, I know. I still laugh about it. Me and my girlfriends, we still laugh about it and all that, but it was an epic situation, okay? I'm trying to get as animated as possible so that I can get you guys into the mood so you know exactly what I went through. Okay, so I'm gonna say this happened probably a good 7 years ago, a little bit under 7 years. Um, this is when a jazz festival was out here that was really, really popular, where in my neck of the woods. Um, and this was probably their final year at the jazz festival. All right, so your girl, I had a great time, and actually, I want to say this is the year that my dad went with me. You know, if you don't know, my dad passed away this past August, but I think he actually went to this particular jazz festival with me. So anyway, I meet this guy maybe about a couple of days. The jazz festival had to be a few, maybe a week before my birthday or so. Anyways, I meet this guy after the jazz festival. Didn't see him the whole time, but I'm on my way to the car. I meet him. It's dark, and I'm notorious for meeting dudes in the dark. Whatnot. Whatever. Don't ask me. Anyway, so I meet him. He's pretty handsome. I could tell. I could see him. Nice little beard. Nice, muscular body or whatnot. Well, not really muscular, but he was a thick guy. Not fat, but not skinny type of guy. Anyway, so I meet him, and I can't even, let's say his name is Ron. I don't even remember his name. Anyway, so I meet Ron. The very next day, Ron calls me up. Oh, and the next day that when Ron called me, it was my birthday because the jazz festival had happened the weekend before my birthday, and I think my birthday was going to be on a Monday or Tuesday. So he called me. It had to be like Monday. And I was telling him, oh, it's my birthday. And he's like, well, let me take you out for a drink. And I'm like, okay, well, no problem. You can take me out for a drink. We go out for a drink. And even when I first talked to him on the phone, it was like, I was saying to myself, gosh, this guy's voice is super, super feminine. And I don't know about you ladies, but I don't do the Mike Tyson voice because, like, well, if we were to choose it intimate or whatnot, I want to make sure that I'm laying next to a male, not a female. That's great if that's what you like, but I don't like that. I want to lay next to a male. So this guy's, his voice is like, hey, like real high, Mike Tyson. I still went out because I'm trying not to be judgmental. I go out with him. We go out on a date. I think we went to Chili's or something like that. And he says, let me at least buy your drink. So we get there or whatnot. I ordered more masculine of a drink than him. Maybe I had not scotch, but maybe vodka and cranberry, and he made himself. He got like some fruity drink. I always look at that too. Okay, again, still try not to be judgmental. So we're drinking, and this guy's voice is really just. When I tell you his voice was on my nerves, his voice was just so high. It was hard for me to concentrate really on anything that he had said. But I was still trying to be nice or whatnot, and I'm like, mm. Then he turned around. This dude, now you tell me, this dude said, "Excuse me, I gotta go tinkle." I said, "Oh no, tinkle? What grown ass man says tinkle?" I don't understand that. Like that's such that turned me off so much. It was just crazy. It just turned me off. But I was gonna sit through this date. I wasn't going to pass him. You know what I'm say. I wasn't gonna like end the date right there because he was being a gentleman. It was just that I knew that I was not physically attracted to him. But let me tell you how dirty your girlfriends are. So I go home I'm telling him, he said, "Well, you can't count the jazz festival as your birthday. Let me do something for you next weekend." He said, "You have any friends?" I was like, "Yeah, why don't you invite a couple of your girlfriends and maybe we'll go out to the lake and we'll have like a little picnic, do some jet skis or whatever." I'm like, I don't know. I'm not feeling him. I could tell he was liking me, but I wasn't liking him. And it sounds like I'm being petty, but really his voice was like super, super soft and feminine. And some of his mannerisms were too feminine to me. How he hold his wrist, the drink that he ordered, words that he said, it was just too much. So anyway, I go home. I tell her, "Well, let me think about it. Let me talk to some girlfriends and see if they would want to do that." So I go home and I tell my girlfriends, what had transpired and his offer to do like a picnic for my birthday the upcoming weekend. And then they tell me, because I told them, I said, "I don't want to use this guy, I know that I'm not attracted to him. I don't want to use him." And then she was like, "But he said jet skis. And how many jet skis he got?" He said he had 4 jet skis. He's going to do a whole picnic thing. And then she was like, "Girl, you need to take one for the team. We ain't doing nothing." And this happened to be a summer where she didn't have any kids. I didn't have any kids. We were just free to do us, right? So she's like, "It makes no sense. I don't care how high his voice is. You taking one for the team. We about to go on this picnic." I said, "Oh Lord, let me go ahead and take one for the team," because there have been times where maybe we meet a group of guys and one likes me that I'm attracted to, and the friend likes her that she ain't attracted to, but she went ahead and played along so that I can continue on and talk to a date. So with her wanting to ride this man's jet ski, he said he was bringing some friends along. She seen no harm in me moving forward and going to this picnic that this Mike Tyson voice guy has set up for me. I'm like, okay. So it was her, and then I got another girlfriend. So it ended up being 3 of us, and he had about 4 of his own friends that came. And when I tell you we got to this lake, this man had thought of everything. He had a generator, we had radio, we had, because it didn't come with any barbecue pits, but he had bought the barbecue pit. He even cut the little watermelons into triangle size. He had champagne. He had almost everything that you can think of that you would want for a picnic. He had it together. So I couldn't take anything away from him. So I said, okay, well, maybe that was just my first impression of this guy. He didn't pull out all the stops. He barely knows me. So, I mean, it's going to be cool. All right, so the day goes on, and somebody else comes, another set of friends comes by. Everybody wishes me a happy birthday. But they're like, "Well, you don't have the type of drink that we want. So can you, can we go to the store? Does anybody want anything?" And he was like, "Yeah, yeah, go ahead and get me some straws." And I'm like, "What do you need straws for?" "For my beer." I had never seen a man drink any type of alcohol or even a soda with a straw. So for me, that was another flag in my mind. Like this dude playing for both teams. You know what I mean? Like you, and then just his mannerisms. You had to be there to understand. But his mannerism, and then the fact that he wanted them to go to the store and get straws. So anyway, so he asked them to go ahead and get straws, and that was just like a red flag for me. Really a red flag. So I'm like, okay, it is what it is. Let's just keep on going. Then another incident happened where there was a bee that was flying around the food and stuff. So of course I don't do bees. My girlfriends don't do bees, but you the dude. So we expecting you to do it. And this dude voice went so high. A bee. I said, me and her, we looked at each other, and I said, "Do you see this?" She cracking up laughing, and she whispers to me, "Jet skis," and I'm like, "This pride." Because he had some very nice jet skis, but at this point, I just wanted to go home because I felt like I was dating RuPaul or something. Like this guy, I felt like when he went home, he went and he dressed in drag and all of that, and I just wanted no parts of it. But my friends, they wanted to ride jet skis. Okay, so I let them ride the jet skis. And then another girlfriend, one of the guys he brought was very handsome, very masculine, and one of my girlfriends, and he hit it off. And of course, she ain't ready to leave now. Anyway, so this is all before the jet skis. Now, let me set this up by saying I don't know if you ever watched Love and Hip Hop when it first came out, when Jocelyn first got Jocelyn Hernandez, the Puerto Rican queen, when she first got introduced to the world, she had this real cute curly afro, like not afro, but it was a wig, come to find out. But she had on this really cute curly wig, right? And so everybody was running out to buy these wigs because she just made it look that good. So I found the wig, and I do have pictures from that day. So I had the wig, and your girl was looking cute. I had just lost a ton of weight or whatever, and had my little short pixie on. I was cute. I felt I was cute anyway. So I had that wig on, the Jocelyn wig, let's call it that. And in my, I wasn't really gluing anything because it wasn't a lace. It was just a wig, and all I did was clipped it in with some bobby pins or whatnot. So everybody decides at this point. Now we've eaten, he's got his straws, he's done all this. To me, the date is a disaster. But to my girlfriends, they he and the ha ha and ka ka and all behind me, right? But I'm just taking one for the team as asked, right? So everybody decides at this point, okay, let's go ahead and get on the jet skis. And one thing I will say, it was a beautiful day. It was hot. It was perfect to be out on the lake. So my girlfriend, she rides a jet ski by herself. The other girlfriend, she rides a jet ski with the guy that she had just met, and they had hit it off. And he and I stayed behind because we were still cooking and doing things like that. So he said, "So you gonna get on the jet skis with me?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm gonna get on the jet ski with you." But and I'm saying to myself, I knew, always go with your first mind because my first mind was you can get on the jet ski, but get on the jet ski by your damn self. But this guy just went all out, spent all this money, supposedly on my behalf. I don't know if he already had his plan, but he said it was for me, whatever. And so, you want to at least get on the back of his jet ski with him. Okay, so I decided I'm going to do that. So they come back in. He tells me, come on, they can wash the food down unless you and I go out. I'm like, okay, let's go out. And I said, listen, I'm telling you right now, if you get on these jet skis and get to acting a fool, I'm going home, and that'll be the last you hear from me. Because you already in my mind, you're already on thin ice because of the fact that, I'm not even feeling you like that. You're not really my type at all, on top of the high pitched voice, on top of the feminine mannerisms. You already skating on thin ice. So don't do no bullshit while we out here on this water. Okay. So we get on a jet ski, the first jet ski that we get on, I could tell he was trying to gun it, but the sucker wouldn't gun. I don't know what it needed to be adjusted or whatever. And I told him, listen, we don't need to do all that. Let's just have a nice calm ride or whatever. So of course he want me on the front so he can be on the back of my ass or whatever and doing stuff that manly stuff that they do. So like I said, he was pitching for both teams. It don't matter. He all up on me, then lick me in my damn ear, lick me on my face. And like I told him, like, I don't do dog shit. Like, that shit dogs do. Don't lick me on my face. Don't lick me in my ear. It ain't cute, bruh. It ain't, it is not cute. Okay, so let's not do that. He's like, oh, I'm sorry. I don't mean to disrespect you. He trying to whisper sweet nothings in my ear when you ain't doing nothing but turning my stomach, dude. Like, I don't know. Like, for me, I get the vibe. When somebody ain't feeling me, I get it. I'm not, it don't take a rocket scientist to know when somebody ain't getting you. So, anyway, we bring that jet ski back because it just wasn't going. I will honestly say it felt like there could have been an issue with it. So, we bring it back. We get on another jet ski. Once again, I give this Negro a warning. Don't be doing no dumb shit. Oh, don't worry about it. So he again, I get on front, he's behind me, he pushing it back. And we start off real good. And I know with jet skis, you're gonna get a little bit of speed. Sometimes you're gonna hit the water, you're gonna go up and down. That's all I expected. So we're doing that, and at this point, I'm feeling it. He turning it this way and this way, and I already know he a big guy. I'm a big girl. You got all this weight tilting this way and tilting that way. It's bound to be chaos. It's bound to be a disaster at some point, right? So we driving or whatever. Then this nigga, he or Negro, whatever. Excuse me, that's how black folk talk. This dude, he decide he wants to do some little donuts and stuff in the water with me. First of all, I can't swim. Yes, I had on a life jacket, and I knew I had on a wig. So therefore, why are we doing all of this, right? So all of a sudden, we are all I knew is we were going fast. He turns, we swivel, we fall off, and I am in slow motion. Going backwards, the wig comes off, the gel braids come down, the wig is over there, I'm over here, and he gets up and he looks, he said, oh, your wig goes down, go swims, get the wigs, hold my wig up and tells me, this is a pretty good wig. I was so damn mortified. I was embarrassed. All of those words, all those nouns and adjectives and verbs that you can describe, I was all of those. I politely put my wig back on before we made it back to shore. Now, I had no intentions on becoming soaked because your girl was cute for the day. I planned on staying cute, maybe a little bit of speck of water, but I had no idea that I was going to be going lake swimming. Okay, so we come back, wig tilted. All my girls, they run because they didn't seen it from shore. They run out. You okay? You okay? But they didn't know. What they didn't know was the wig came out. He comes, yeah, her wig came off. I had to get it. That's a good ass wig. Why is you broadcasting it, dude? Why are you broadcasting it? It's nobody's business but me and you. If they didn't see it, they wasn't privy to it. It's none of their damn business. So now everybody is laughing at the fact that my wig didn't came off. And like I told him, this would be our last time talking to him. He said, you really ain't gonna talk to me no more? No, I'm not gonna talk to you no more because you were forewarned. I told your ass from get-go, if you get out here and you start doing all kind of crazy stuff, it's a wrap, bruh. I'm not going to be messing with you anymore. I was so humiliated. But you know what? That's karma because I knew I wasn't feeling this dude, and I let my friends talk me into going out on his jet skis. I let them talk me into doing this crap, right? Knowing my heart wasn't into it, knowing that I was not feeling him at all, right? So anyway, we finish out the day. I'm sitting there soaking and soaked, in my little chair. He's still trying to talk to me. I got the biggest attitude and headache in century. So of the century, I should say, and therefore I don't want to be bothered with you. So I let my little friend finish talking to the dude that she met. We get in the car. I tell him thank you for a great day. Fast forward the next day, he called me. Block. The next day, he called me. Block. He texts me, are you sure? Like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean, I didn't know. No, we good. So 2 weeks later, I want to say, we there was a party that in Palm Springs that everybody went to. I run into him at the party, and he act like he didn't know me, which that was fine with me because I was done anyway. High voice, I was done anyway. So that's my story of the time I went on a date and my wig came off. And let me tell you this right now, wigs are, look, this sucker ain't moving. They glued down now. And I wouldn't get into no water and let somebody else be in control of my destiny ever again. If I get on a jet ski or any type of moving watercraft, I'm going to be in charge because it will not happen to me again. Okay. So anyway, so I hope you guys enjoyed this story. I hope you, go ahead, like, share, subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell, and I really, really appreciate you giving me your time of day. Okay. So Tanya's World out. Have a great one.